well, it kind of looks like a light spot and a dark spot. I suppose we could all be seeing different things, depends on what our state of mind is. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm gonna admit to it and suck it up and shit it out, and after somebody else eats it and somebody else eats it, and it's called recycling, actually. All energy goes back to where it came from eventually. Best it not want to be there. That is heaven and hell. This is the middle ground. It's New Year's Day, actually. 2014. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't drink last night. I done reached enough stages where I'm not a rocket either. Rocket's got stages. Heavy duty, get you off the ground, and last one is barely blowing air on a feather. Get you back home. Talking to one of Rob Miley's friends. Rob Miley, yeah, I pretty much said it, and I do believe it, and I don't think it's possible if you don't actually believe it yourself. And what we choose as our profile picture says a lot about what we think about ourselves. Rob always chose the guardian angel. So I'm really thinking if the dude's actually going to do that, I choose anything that looks like a White Hawk, and Native Americans finally built me one. They don't exist, for real. American Eagle, Bald Eagle, whatever you want to call it, but that ain't a White Hawk, that's an eagle. In my symbology, I call that Jesus. I am one step behind the, well, I call him little now because he died when he was 33. I'm 47. I grew bigger. I was small when I was 33. Well, I was small when I was 23. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But Rob Miley thought of himself as the guardian angel. I'm sure I hope so. If not, I'm going to be in bad shape. But I can fix that. Well, I can't personally, but Daddy can do it. Daddy can do anything. Because he is the one and the only reason why we are doing this. Sometimes that might seem strange. But Rob Miley, one of his friends, is also another in this place that tries to understand. She's talking about all this stuff that others call crap, and I'm like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, and commenting back and commenting back and commenting back. Depending on what you can and can't do, eventually gets old in terms of communication. But you still know your brothers and sisters and your friends. And you definitely know who your enemies are, but nonetheless, if in Daddy's wishes there's nothing you can further do in this particular second in time, I'm big on time. I'm a time wizard, right? That's what I do. Time will tell you drinking ain't cool. Time will also tell you, well, you still can, you know. If I have to be responsible for it, then I have to walk through everything. So, you know, you can do anything. It's just, you gotta figure out how. Time can tell that to you, because time never stops. You do. in your short time, what can you do? You could actually study your ancestors, because nobody ever asked them that, personally. But their inner conscience always said, be you good or evil, what's the best you can do, man? I need it. And I do. I am time. Yeah, so the body that it's living in right now says, I got a big thing on time, as if you didn't notice. Cyanide. I was actually doing Genesee cream ale. I didn't drink at all on Christmas Eve. I mean, yeah, I did. No, whatever. We were thinking more like New Year's Eve. I gotta find my smokes. Oh, yeah, it ain't hard. It's a very small little egg that I'm sitting in right now. But sometimes it seems like it's really easy to talk about thought. It's really hard to accept what it really means. I had a big, well, I spent over 2 hours on it, shebang, on Christopher Scumgod. He's actually got a lot of Native American in him, and he's a really big, heavy-duty warrior. And he's also got, I think a lot of them did, and I think a lot still do, goodness in them. I couldn't figure out, why the fuck are we the way we are? Well, it must be them. I don't want to fuck with them, you know, whatever. I just did my thing with hanging out with Christopher Scumgod for New Year's Day 2014. I'm going to get me some new rims with better tires for this Insight. Went there today, and considering the Insight is what it is, every time I try and look for something, every time somebody else looks there, holy shit, what the fuck? There ain't much there. Yeah, no shit, they didn't sell a lot of them. And I want to make it decent. Well, not decent. I want to make it my own. I want to make it look the way I want it to look. I can't change the shell, but I can definitely change the rims and the tires. And I could probably raise it up some and put an electric supercharger on it. And they're telling me I got 20 seconds left. But Whitehall cares about everybody that cares about goodness. And be careful what you call goodness too, because we all know what it really is. It'll shut off on its own. Peace be with you, and always seek the truth and be Daddy's best friend.